Hello. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. So, I'm making my coffee, of course. And then I'm going to go to the house. And I want like a third color, but I don't know if the orange that I have, and it's not neon orange, is up to the orange. Or it's like going to compare it to the other two colors, which I have. Neon purple and neon green. So, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. But we're going to head back to the house. Today is going to be like a pretty tough day for me. Or, I'm sorry, not today. Tomorrow, whatever. The 14th, that's what I mean. The 14th, tomorrow. Or today, depending on what time you're watching this video. It doesn't matter. But it's going to be a tough day for me. I have some PTSD-related issues. Or issues related to this day that trigger my PTSD, I guess is how you would say that. Or one of the many things that trigger my PTSD, because I have PTSD for not just one traumatic event, but multiple traumatic events. So, with that being said, painting really has been something that is like therapeutic in so many ways for me. And I got my damn lights on, bro. Like, are you drunk or something? Like, come on now. It's too big to drive, and don't buy it. Jeez. That was a big dude in a big truck, and I'm a little gal in a big car. Well, somewhat big car. It's big for me, but whatever. So painting has really been pretty therapeutic for me, and so is the channel, in the sense that, like, I can vent about things and I can talk to people, whereas, like, I can't always do that in person and get the same, like, message across sometimes, because I guess people interpret things differently, and that's okay. Not everybody's brain works the same, and that's okay too. So, talking about things in this kind of platform really helps me. And so does painting, because it's just fun. I get to mess with paint. I mean, come on. Do I need to say anything else? But, anyways, so that's what I'm going to do. Of course, I'm going to pause this. I'm going to go home and get you guys down towards the canvas. It went really dark there for a second. So, I'm going to pause it now. So, sorry. That's something I always do, is just constantly rub the outer edge of my nose, because I have big nostrils. My nostrils are so big you could probably fit a gorilla finger up there. Anywho, so let's talk about some things, shall we? The reason why I'm struggling lately is because September is hard for me. September is, like, always hard for me for, like, the last 10 years. Especially today and the 24th. That is because 10 years ago, I had a son named Miles, and he had Down syndrome, and when he was 3 days old, he caught, like, a rare colon disease, and he passed away after having surgery and not being able to fully recover from it. So, that being said, that is one of the main causes of my PTSD, and so many different things factor into triggers, and some things, like, I wasn't even aware of until, like, the minute they happened after. You know, like, for example, like, I didn't think that, like, seeing someone, just simply seeing someone that has Down syndrome would affect me so strongly that, like, on sight, I just cry. I just bust out into tears. I cannot explain why I'm crying. I look probably like a psychotic maniac to anybody who's ever seen this happen. Whenever I encounter them in public or anything like that, I just cry. I just bust out into tears. That's part of the PTSD. So, I am trying to cope with that, like, in new ways. So this year, I haven't made it up to his grave yet. And I just got some flowers a minute ago, and that's where I'm headed here in a little while. But because it's heavy stuff. That's why, again, the art is so important to me, and like expressing myself in different platforms is such an important part of my life. Because if I didn't have that stuff and I had to stay inside my head all the time, then I would probably go crazy. Like literally, I would probably go and crazier than I already am. So, you know. But so that's why I do that. Also, I didn't paint last night because I was busy editing another clip, and I also was looking at that god awful pour from the other day that I tried to cover up the Sam challenge with, and I can peel it, so that's what I'm going to do when I get home, and I'm actually going to get that on there so I can show you guys what I mean. Like, I will be able to peel both paintings, hopefully the entire thing, but sometimes little pieces will get stuck behind, and you don't want to rip it because it'll rip a hole in your canvas. But sometimes and I have done this before in the past, I can peel the whole thing right off, back down to the original canvas, which to me is just fantastic because canvas is not cheap by no means. Even if you go to Goodwill sometimes and you got little asshole kids that are on like community service pricing your stuff that week at Goodwill, then they might put some ridiculous prices on stuff sometimes, and it's frustrating. So that is what I'm ranting about today. The pricing of Goodwill items by kids that are on community service. And the fact that Walmart, I have 2 Walmarts within like 5 minutes of my house, right? One of them carries chocolate wafers. One of them does not. It's like one of them it's not even on stock in that store. Like you can look on the shelf where the little code is with the price tag and all the steps to tell you what item is what and the price. It's not there. They don't carry it. Like, how in the hell is the difference going to vary so drastically within such a small, short radius of distance? Like, it's frustrating. In traffic too in my town. If you live in a city that's being like developed as an up and coming city, and they're having to do like road work, which happens a lot in the town that I live in, and you have a population issue where there's like a lot more people crowding in a short area, and we also have a huge problem here in Asheville with housing. We have a lot more homeless than we did when I was a kid. That's also due to the growing opioid problem in this entire country. You got to learn how to drive like Ricky Bobby in Asheville. If not, you will get yourself and or someone else killed because everybody in this town drives like, we all drive like maniacs here. But it's because of the terrain. You can go from driving on a mountainous terrain, like curvy ass road, to driving nothing but straight flats in like a matter of miles, like minutes. It's ridiculous around here. I sometimes can't stand it. Don't get over on me, old man. It's a nice Mazda in front of me, like a Mazda 6. It's really BA. But that being said, I'm going to cut this one a little bit short because I'm almost to my house, and I don't know how that's going to go when I get there, because I don't know what my buddy's doing. But when I get there, I'm gonna finish mixing because I just got like a little bit mixing left to do, and then I'm gonna paint, and then probably before the sun goes down, because where Miles is buried is it's really beautiful up there in the evenings or in the mornings when the sun's coming up or the sun's going down, because it's on the top of a mountain. The view is just amazing. So couldn't have lucked out and got a better spot for his earthly body resting place. Which, well, yeah, I don't know. So there's that. So I'll be back in just a minute. See, I just did some cool ass shit. I just did my good deed for the day. And I know that I'm probably going to get some bad stuff from it, because no good deed goes unpunished. I let a whole family, like a big family of 10, just cross the walkway where everybody's speeding through the damn park, wouldn't slow down and let them cross the damn walkway. I just stopped traffic in my lane so that everybody else would stop and let this family cross the street. Why? Because I'm cool like that. That's just all there is to it. I'm cool like that. Some people don't like me because I'm like that. Like, I'm cool. They're like, why are you always going to be so nice? I'm not always that nice. Trust me, if you really, really know me, you know that I'm not always that nice. But why the hell not? Why not slow down? Take a little time to just enjoy life a little bit longer while you're outside in the fresh air. You know what I mean? Away from like Wi-Fi and all this stupid technology crap that even though I don't like it, I use it. I mean, I use it to upload videos and stuff, which is, you know, still using it, still using the technology. So using the camera phone, which is smartphone, which is technology. So I'm using it. I don't like it, but I use it. It's one of those catch-22s that freaking life has thrown at us, and I can't freaking stand it sometimes. I don't know why I asked or agreed to come back into this world. Sometimes, like, why, Emma? You could have opted to anywhere in the universe at any given time, and you chose, because you're a flippin' idiot, to come back to Earth. Why anybody would do that is beyond me. Come back to planet Earth, and the year 2019, almost 2020. Why would you do that? Are you, Emma, you crazy? So, finally, I am at home.
When the couple who snapped this photo went to their local graveyard with their cameras, they weren't expecting to return home with any paranormal photos. They went to the cemetery merely intending to practice taking photos in the dim twilight. However, when they returned home to review their photos, they were surprised to spot a mysterious figure lurking in the background. The apparition appears to be leaning casually against a tree on the other side of a group of tombstones. The couple who took the photo were unsure if anyone else was around when they took the photo, but a dark graveyard would be an unusual place for a nighttime stroll, unless, of course, you're a ghost. Claire Cowell, the paranormal investigator, visited 3 East Drive in Pontefract, West Yorkshire, hoping to capture paranormal photos demonstrating the hauntings of the house. This particular home is known as one of the most haunted houses in the United Kingdom. In fact, this particular house is believed to be the haunting ground for the most violent poltergeist in the UK, and it's this spirit that Cowell believes she's captured on film. The Black Monk of Pontefract terrorised a family who lived in the home. Members of the family were regularly slapped and shoved and experienced other paranormal activity. Several people saw the apparition that they believed was responsible, a monk in flowing black robes. Researchers discovered that there used to be a monastery nearby, and that one monk was hanged there for heinous crimes. Many believe that this man in the cloth could very well be the Black Monk. In Cowell's photo, there appears to be an arm clad in dark flowing sleeves reaching into the frame. There also appears to be a black mist emanating from the figure. This is consistent with other accounts of Pontefract's most infamous spirit. With the advent of camera phones, it's never been easier for amateur ghost hunters to capture unusual photos when they encounter creepy apparitions. In many cases, people aren't even looking.
That's awesome. All that crap fell off.
Capture evidence of a nearby haunting. In the case of this photo, an employee at an assisted living facility saw something strange and quickly took the photo as evidence. Facilities such as Gift Haven Assisted Living in Flint,